Hi, John Marshall, the DrillMaster. I have a Navy NJROTC unarmed Tandem to critique here, so let's have a look. Now, I would encourage, love the punch. That was really cool. That was really, it's a aggressive and not exactly. I understand what you're doing here, but it's just not coming off well. So I was going to say, I suggest instead of forward march, you do something else. Ready move, even ready step, some kind of movement, a stomp, something other than forward march. We give forward march for almost everything. And that is just very typical. Exhibition drill is not supposed to be typical. Now, there's nothing wrong with saying forward march. It's just not what would be expected in the exhibition drill realm. Okay. So here, the mark time, it would communicate really well with an entire team in a long straight line, rotating around. That takes concentration and stamina and awareness and lots of practice to maintain alignment and spacing and with the rotation and all that. I get that. That would be fantastic to watch, and it is. We've seen that a few times. Here with two people in a tandem, it's just not as effective. What works for an entire drill team usually doesn't work for either a soloist or a tandem. And everybody... So a little sloppy coming into the salute. And then with the left hand playing there, not exactly holding that position. So I get it that you want to, this is very typical, honestly. I get it that you want to cover all of the drill deck. Nicely done there. That was really good. Unusual. And that worked well. But so with an armed performance like either a solo or a tandem, I would say let the rifle take you around the drill deck. The rifle is going to lead you. Don't push the rifle through it. Here, what I'm going to say is I like the crisscross. That was okay. That worked well. But there's a lack of sharpness here, but also there's and then here there's it. Oh, I see. So an A-B type of movement there. Okay. Increase in speed, that works well. Okay. I appreciate that you switched, and one reported in, the other reported out. That was fine. Okay. All right, so and you performed out. So this is fine. It's a good exhibition performance. However, the way that you were able to cover the drill deck was very, very parochial. Tiny drill deck. Honestly, that's a bit surprising. That's usually it's like a 33 by 33 color guard. That's you're almost standing still. You really didn't have much movement to go on. This is a solo deck, honestly. Yeah, tandems I would think need a little bit more room. Anyway, so I wonder maybe that's a 20 by 20 or something. Possibly, I'm not sure. Anyway, but covering the deck, you marched forward mostly, and again, nothing wrong with saying forward march, nothing wrong with marching forward. It's just that exhibition drill requires some creativity, some uniqueness to it. You've got to remember that the judges are going to watch performance after performance after performance after performance, and they all tend to just gather into this big clump. Now, in my adjudication system, there's 5 boxes. I'm a trained visual adjudicator. All right, general effect. So in the 5 boxes, that's obviously 1 through 5, and the scores for box 1 and box 5 are there's fewer numbers there, and then when you get into boxes 2 and 4, there's more numbers, and then the most numbers are in box 3 because most everyone clumps into that mid range. This is low box 3, high box 2. You're discovering you've got a little bit of understanding of some aspects of the routine, but when it comes to floor coverage here, and I get that you wanted to cover the whole deck, the whole floor. It's just the way that you went about it was very very parochial. It wasn't all that imaginative, facing one way and then marching and then coming back together and facing another way and marching, and it's setting up to perform a little bit there, although you did perform throughout most of the performance instead of just traveling, except for that first rotation that you did together, the mark time half step type of rotation. That was just traveling there, not really performing all that much, but still it's a fine attempt at being creative, and I really appreciate it. So I hope my words have been helpful. Thank you.